inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the bootleg. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Ball carrier. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7. Buccaneers, nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones breaking from the contact, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because Once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 48-yard line.
Hey, 66. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give to Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Ronald Jones.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The give is to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Rob Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Dion Lewis to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his third season now out of the University of Washington.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing Jones. And yes, he found Toilolo. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, rolling to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The 24-yard line.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, G. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for Damian Ratley. It's now 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
Yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Jones running left. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13-all.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jones off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Taken down at the 19.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll go to Barkley again. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
William Golston on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 26.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Turnover on downs.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. Let's go. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Brady gives this one out to Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Now he finds Gronk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
16 yards.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, DJ. Go 66.
To throw again, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tampa Bay.
Wait, 20.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brady. And that is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
3rd down and 9.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. To throw is Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
One final try now for Brady. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.